Hello and welcome to my channel. This is The Awakened Jenn. I'm Jennifer Halliburton, a Soulful Revolution certified tarot reader, spiritual advisor, and healing and manifestation coach. And today we're going to be doing a full Zodiac twin flame check-in reading. This is the extended portion from the Spiritual View twin flame reading that I just finished. So if you want to check that out, I will link that up here. And you'll find information about it down in the description box as well. So for the full Zodiac, we are going to be using the Souls on Fire Tarot to pull a spread from. I'm also going to be using the Romance Angel Oracle deck to get the overall energy of the connection. And then I will pull one card from the Hidden Truth to see a message from your specific person, your counterpart. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up my second screen and we will get started. All right. Oops, where did it go? Okay. All right, so I've already pre-shuffled and we're going to start with Aries. So the current energy for the connection with Aries is playfulness. Playfulness. Recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So right now it's very just lighthearted energy. You're being encouraged to just find that childlike nature in you again, just to have fun for the sake of having fun, not putting too much heaviness onto the connection, no too much expectations onto the connection. We're just doing this just to have fun as long as it lasts. All right, so for the energy of the connection, and I'm going to look at it, we're going to have the strengths, the blessings, and the opportunities. So for Aries, the connection right now, the strengths of the connection are the Five of Pentacles. So with the Five of Pentacles, it's the help that you offer to each other. So the help is available to you. A lot of times when you're feeling left out in the cold, like the thing that kind of keeps us stuck the most is when we're stuck in our heads, because this is the message of this card is about, it's a feeling of feeling stuck out in the cold. But the minute that you get out of your head and you look up and you see that the help is there, you just have to ask for it. So the strengths of this connection are that you are willing to help each other, that the help is available to you. There's a lot of help available to you. All right. The blessings in this connection are the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is the romance. So this is the rose-colored glasses. So you have a very romantic connection. So that's the blessing, is the romance that you get in this connection. And the opportunity or the challenge right now is the Devil. So the Devil is about our toxic behaviors. It's about codependency. It's about addictions. Usually when this shows up with relationships, it's really coming into that codependency. And the codependency is like it's feeling like you need someone else to manage your emotions. Like your emotions are being impacted by that other person. What they are or aren't doing impacts your own emotions. So I feel like that's one of the big things that you're working through right now is the codependency issues, just knowing that the connection is still solid and stable, regardless of what the feelings are. Yeah. Regardless of what the overall feelings are, that the connection is still solid and stable. All right. So your best move forward right now for Aries is we have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So we have two aces out right here. There's a lot of potential right now for Aries. So this is the opportunity for truth, for clarity, for knowing what you want. And then this is the opportunity for that new connection. So your best move forward is to move forward with the truth of what this connection is, and to move forward with this connection as it's showing up. And to have faith that it is coming, to just that solid knowing, the expectation that it is coming. Don't talk yourself out of it. I feel like that when I'm looking at this, because that's really kind of the message that I was pulling as I was saying that, is it's just this kind of this doubt that anytime something doesn't show up just exactly correct the way that you think that it should in your 3D reality, it just throws this doubt and it gets you into this toxic cycle. And it's related to your triggers, your inner child wounding, all of that. It's just like you've got all of these triggers that are still coming out. Just every time that something doesn't go just exactly, then it's got you kind of rethinking the whole situation. So I feel like that's why this card is saying that the guidance here, your best move forward, is just to know that this is coming together, to know that this is coming towards you, because we've got, like I said, the 2 ace energy here that is amazing potential right ahead. All right, so a message from your counterpart is, sometimes I stay awake thinking of you. So they definitely have you in mind, and I feel like that they will be on their way to you very quickly. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward with Taurus. So the overall energy for Taurus is, we have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So you are either in a separation or you're about to go into a separation, in which, with the first message of the reading, we were really talking about people who are in an unexpected separation. So it was like everything looked like it was going really, really well. And then with no word, no warning whatsoever, there you are, just blocked again, no contact again, just you're not communicating at all again. There's just complete separation. And in this situation, you didn't even see it coming. So I feel like that this is probably part of who I'm talking to here, is that the ones that were connected to that part of the reading. So you're already in the separation. All right, so your strengths of the connection right now for Taurus is the 6 of Pentacles. So the strengths are, we are bringing balance to this connection. So honestly, if there was no energy being given, from the other side, then that tells you you need to stop giving energy too. That's the way that you're bringing balance to that connection. But your strengths are that you're getting very balanced connections. You're getting balance back to your connection. Your blessing is the High Priestess. So this is that intuition. It's just a very spiritually connected, very strong spiritual connection is your blessing of this connection. And your challenge or your opportunity is the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is about the stories that you're telling yourself, and also the self-imposed prisons. And so the self-imposed prisons that we tend to get ourselves in as divine feminines on this twin flame mission is that when we are in these periods of separation, when we're not getting any kind of reciprocation from our counterpart, a lot of times we still stay so obsessed and focused on trying to get that other person to get, be back in connection with us, to get them to value us. So the difference here is what you're doing with this, the stories that you're telling yourself about what's happening, and breaking yourself out of the prison of having to try to convince somebody else of your worth, the prison of trying to, just stay in a connection for somebody who doesn't want to be in it at this time. And I think that that's the important part to bring in, is it's at this time, they do not want to be in this connection. And so you need to break yourself free and to give yourself the space to just allow yourself to enjoy anything that might be coming up. Because when we get here, a lot of times what we are like the imprisoned part is that we're not allowing like any other connections to even show up for us. So you're putting out there into the universe, I'm trying to manifest love, I'm trying to manifest my ultimate soulmate, and your focus is on one particular person, and this person does not want to be in this connection at this time. But yet the universe is still responding to your desires of, I want to be in a balanced connection, I want to be in a loving connection. The universe is still trying to bring it to you, but because you are trapped, because you trapped yourself in the self-imposed prison of, no, it has to be with this person, or it has to look this way, you're missing out on opportunities. So that's the breaking yourself free, is to be able to allow yourself to even see the other opportunities around you. And it doesn't have to be another relationship or connection, but it's something that will bring fulfillment, joy, and love into your life. It could be a project or, a new career passion, something like that. But for a lot of you, it really is going to be another relationship, another connection. And I think that there's a fear of getting in other connections as well, because you're afraid you're going to get into a karmic connection. So understanding where your vibration is at is going to tell you what kind of connection you're going to end up attracting. So if you are in this higher vibration and you're not aligned with your twin flame is not aligned with you at this time, you will get what is called a twin flame facilitator to show up. And so that is someone who is equally aligned at your vibration, so that you can continue to grow and expand in your spiritual path, in your twin flame journey, because they are also going to be a twin flame as well, who is not in harmonious union with their true twin flame too. And so there's purpose and mission that even when these facilitators show up, that is needed. So that you can keep moving with your mission. So, that's the whole purpose of it, so that you can keep moving with your mission, so you don't get stuck just because your counterpart chooses to not do their work and not move forward. Okay. So you're getting a balanced connection. So, that's just with this separation, you need to look at it as it's bringing in your balanced connection, because that's what you deserve. Okay. So your best move forward right now is it's the Two of Cups. So there is a new connection coming in. And so this is also could be a business partnership as well. Like I said, it's not necessarily a romantic connection, but for the majority of you, this probably is a romantic connection. And that's a high level soulmate. That is with the Six of Swords. This is moving you on from the trauma of the past. So they are helping you. They're helping to bring you to calmer waters. So again, this person has mission. Even if they are not your true twin, this person that's showing up has mission. And so you do need to be, open to it. And then with the Eight of Cups, that is walking away from the things that no longer serve you. So we're letting go. We're going to let the counterpart just handle their own things right now, because we still have mission. We still have a path that we are being called on. And it's something that I was thinking, I've just been thinking this a lot lately, is that, a lot of times when we get so frustrated on this twin flame mission and we want to just kind of just stop, because that was part of the original message, is just this feeling of just, I don't want anything to do with it at all, is that don't let me lose it. You learn the most lessons in relationships. So to completely pull yourself out of even being in relationships, you're pulling yourself out from any chance of real growth and expansion, because that's where the most of it's going to be learned and gained from, is within our interpersonal connections. All right, so let's get you a message from your counterpart. We have, oh, wow. We both know I am not the one for you. So right now, your counterpart is very, very resistant to this connection. And so again, I'm just feeling like you are going to have an equal match coming in. It may not be your divine counterpart at this time, but it's going to be an equal. It's going to be a very balanced connection. And so Taurus, I do think that you need to be open to this, even though it's probably disappointing that it's not the one person that you really wanted it to be. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move forward with Gemini. What is the current energy for the connection with Gemini? It is safe to love. It is safe to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So Gemini could have been closed off for quite some time about not even wanting to look at these connections. You might have been the one that I was just talking to. All right. So the strengths of your connection, we have the Knight of Wands. So there's a lot of passion. This brings you a lot of joy. It's a little bit reckless. This is the I'm here for a good time and a long time kind of card, but you have fun when you're together. Okay. Your blessings. The Queen of Pentacles. So it's very nurturing. It is a very nurturing connection for you. It's very grounded energy in this card as well. And your challenge or your opportunity, wow, is the Nine of Swords, is to get out of your head. So none of that stress is going to help you solve any of these problems today. Typically, the energy of fear and stress is only going to bring in more fear and stress. And so, like, this isn't, when your head is in this space, you're not solving problems here. So we've got to get out of this energy. We want to get, when we're ready to work on our problems, when we're ready to really come up with solutions, we need to get ourselves in a much more high vibrational state. If we're trying to solve our problems out of this state of fear, our answers, the things that are going to be coming to us, are going to be coming through that filter of fear. So this isn't acting in love. There's not the actions in love in that. It's just straight fear. So when we find ourselves overwhelmed, let's do what we can to take care of ourselves, to kind of get ourselves out of the state. Just breathing exercises, breathing reminds you that you are safe in this moment. If you have time right now to be able to, then you are safe in this moment. You don't have a bear chasing you in this moment. So just remind yourself that right here, right now, I am safe. You can remind yourself, this is where the affirmations are coming in. I am intelligent. I have the right connections. Because a lot of times fear comes from not having enough information. And you are not responsible for having all of the information on your own. It's just being able to know how to get the information when the questions arise is the skill that you really need to be gaining the most. It's not the skill of I have to know everything. It's the skill of I know how to find it if I need to know it. And so that should be able to eliminate, some of the fear right there is just taking the pressure off of yourself that you have to be the only one who comes up with the solution. You have help, you have resources. And so if you will put those, instead of putting the anxiety out there, if we'll put our prayers out there instead, and then just this is the actual help I'm needing. And then that's when you're giving the opportunity for the right information to start coming to you, the right people with the right resources and connections to start coming to you. All right, so your best move forward right now is the star, which is what I just told you, that you have to put your wishes out there so that they know exactly, here's what I'm trying to bring to you. And we have, oh, wow. Okay. The Nine of Cups. This is a gift from God. So just know that you are being blessed, that this is a gift. And the Two of Pentacles is, this is managing your resources. This is managing your, just don't overexpend yourself. Do not overexpend yourself. All right. So messages from your counterpart at this time. We have the timing just wasn't right for us. So the timing is off. That's all it is right now. It's a timing issue. So you don't have to stress about it. You just, enjoy what is working in your life right now. Know that just as you work, because time takes time. Time takes time. So just occupy your time right now until we can line up for this timing to be right for us. All right, so let's move forward now with Cancer. What is the current energy for the connection with Cancer? We have very soon. Oh, wow. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Very soon, you've got some movement happening. So what do you want to happen in this connection? And so thinking back to the original video, what a lot of the feminines were wanting was to completely pull back and walk away. So if that's what you're wanting, make that clear. Because I also said that there is Pluto moving back into 0 degrees Aquarius on Wednesday. And once that happens, these things that we're trying to manifest in, this becomes kind of sealed. The fate becomes sealed on that point. So get very clear about what it is. This is what I want. I want the connection, or I want out of the connection. Whichever way that you're wanting that to go, get clear about it, because Pluto is helping to seal the fate for where we're moving forward in our manifestations this week. All right, so the strengths of your connection for Cancer is we have the 10 of Pentacles. So it brings you a very happy, abundant life. This connection makes you very happy and fulfilled. We have the blessings. Wow. So this really does bring a lot of financial prosperity to you. Just abundance just flowing all throughout both of these cards. And your challenge or your opportunity is to be open to it. With the Queen of Cups, this is to be open to love, to be open, receptive to love. So a lot of times, we can think that we don't deserve, like there's just lots of things that would make you think that you don't deserve the good things that are coming to you. You don't deserve the abundance coming in there. And some of them are also along the lines of it feels egoic, it feels greedy. So like you're kind of self-judging yourself for even desiring things like this or to enjoy things like this. But see, those are the blessings that are being poured out to you. They're meant to be enjoyed. And so you need to open up your heart to be able to receive these blessings, because the more that your heart is being filled up, that's going to continue to flow out from you, because this woman is very compassionate and nurturing as well. She is going to share, the love, the wealth, anything that she has to be able to be used to the world. So it's not being wasted on you. It's being used through you. Okay. Your best move forward right now for Cancer is the Knight of Swords. Get clear about what you want. Get very clear about the direction that you're going. The Five of Cups. Do not settle. This is what this card is. No regrets. No regrets. You only live once. And the Eight of Pentacles is this is mastery. This is something that you've been working towards for a long time. This is reaching mastery level of something that you've worked towards for a long time, that you deserve this. You deserve every bit of the abundance that has come out of this situation. All right, so messages from your counterpart at this time. We have, I regret lying to you. Well, I think the first step is just to say, I'm sorry, to literally come out and apologize, not just, I regret it. Let's do something about it. All right. So moving forward with Leo, what is the current energy for the connection with Leo? Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So you are attracting in your love based off of your vibration. So what are you attracting into your life? All right. So the strengths of this connection are the Queen of Wands. This is very Leo energy in itself. So it is, you both know that you deserve it. This is just, you both know that you deserve this. The blessings are the Five of Wands. So I think the blessings here is there's not a lot of conflict. I think that you don't fight a lot in this connection. The blessings are that you're basically on the same page. And the challenge or the opportunity is the Ten of Wands. So it's about finally learning how to say no, not taking on too many other people's responsibilities, learning what is your responsibility and what is not your responsibility. So I feel like that there is a little bit of codependency that I'm catching in this, is that your counterpart may be going through a lot of challenges and you want to just rush in and help them. And that's not really your responsibility. You can be a supporter. You can hold space and say, that, I'm here for you. I have, love for you. I'm sending you love. I will give you guidance. But I think for the most part, you cannot take on trying to fix. You can't take on trying to fix. So this is just reminder about what is yours, taking, because you've got enough of your own is what I'm getting. You've got enough of your own responsibilities. So just be working through your own responsibilities. Don't worry about what the other person is doing. You just need to be worried about what you are doing in this situation. Okay, so your best move forward for Leo is the Four of Swords, the Page of Cups, and Justice. So with the Four of Swords, this is a time of rest. So again, there's some pulling back here. We're not taking on everybody's responsibilities. We're only taking care of ourselves right now. There's just some self-focus here. With the Page of Cups, this is a small offer of love. So again, I don't think that you need to be fully all in this connection right now. Like, so we're trying to attract, coming back to that card of attraction. So we're not trying to attract people in that are going to take advantage of us. And the only way that we can make sure that we're not attracting in people that don't take advantage of us is we're not putting out there this energy that is, kind of advertising, hey, we'll do everything for you, because that's how you're going to attract in, the people that just want you to do everything for you. Is that you've got to be putting out energy that says, I'm the type of person that's going to do everything for you. So, the small offer, that's your best move forward. Keep the offer small. Like, there's something I'm learning in, another group that I'm in, and we're talking about the different levels of access that you are supposed to be allowing people based on where you are in those connections, like in your relationship. And so some people only get lobby level access to you, and anybody that you're in new connections with need to be in this lobby level access. And the lobby level is what they get to know, what everybody gets to know. They get to know what your name is. They get to know kind of just anything, like what you look like, anything that anybody could find out about you very easily. So that's what I'm getting. It's just like, let's keep those boundaries super, super tight as we're in the beginning stages of, attracting in this connection, and just let them earn their way up into the different levels of the connection to your heart. And then with the Justice card, this is about making the right decisions. This is, things will be made right. But yeah, things still have to be made right. Things still have to be made right. So I think that you're still in a process right now. All right, so let's get a message from your counterpart. For Leo, we have, I hide behind material things. All right, so they are putting on a show, a mask for you. All right, Virgo, what's the energy of the connection for Virgo? We have, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So give your relationship a chance. So you may have been to the point of ready to give up. This is the current strengths, is the Hierophant. So I think that there is a strong commitment. There's a strong commitment to making this work. The Blessings, Queen of Swords. There is truth in the communication. So both of you are speaking very honestly to each other at this time. And the challenge or the opportunity is the Page of Pentacles. So this is manifesting in a new beginning. So there is an opportunity here to bring in a new beginning for Virgo. Okay, so best move forward for Virgo is the Two of Swords. Not to get in your own way. This is that battle between the heart and the mind. Don't overthink. Do not overthink this. And the Ten of Cups, choose happiness. Find the thing that really fulfills you. And the higher consciousness is like seeing this from the higher level perspective. See where this is headed. Just see where this is really meant to, what this is meant to be for you. Messages from your counterpart. We have, oh, sweet. I love you. All right. So this is beautiful. So I feel like for Virgo, this one is kind of like just kind of solid, stable. All right. Libra, connection with Libra is make the effort. Great love is worth taking steps that you're guided to take. Make the effort. So making the steps, taking the steps that you're guided to take. So being very connected to your guidance team is very important for you at this time because they are giving you, this is what you need to do. This is when you need to do it. This is how you need to do it. They will give you that information if you will just listen to your body. Listen for those little cues. The way that it usually hits me, just like out of the, that's what I should do. And I will have just almost like the instant that it hits that this is what I need to do, the understanding just hits just as quickly of this is why I need to do it. And here's what's going to, like, I can just, it all just kind of hits all at once. And that's really probably a download is what I'm talking about. The way that it just kind of so, all right. Libra, the strengths for the connection with Libra. We have the Hangman. So I think that you or both have finally surrendered to the reality of this connection. You may have been fighting it for a while, not really wanting it. Something that's very common that I hear a lot is not wanting it to be that specific person. When you realize who your twin flame is, it's just like, why is it that person? And so I kind of feel like that's some of the energy that was happening right here. It's just like, almost like this disbelief. You didn't want it to be that person, but now that we're kind of surrendered to it is that person, you can't deny it. We know that this is where this is going. The blessings are the Page of Swords. You have learned so much. It has expanded your understanding so much. And your opportunity or challenge is the world. So this is about closing out old cycles, the cycles that have held you back from this connection, really having a chance to have that harmonious union. Your best move forward right now is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is you need to make a decision. You do have a lot of options ahead of you, but this card is also talking about analysis paralysis. So sometimes when you have, and especially for Libras, when they have too many options, they don't make any choice at all, which is a choice in itself, because the choice not to do something is still going to have some consequences that you are going to be impacted by. So if you want to look at it as I'm choosing at least my consequences. So what consequences are you willing to put up with is what's going to motivate you to be able to make a decision at all. We have the Five of Swords, so move in integrity. So especially in relationships, there can be no winners in a relationship. You're either both winners or you're both losers, but one of you cannot win over the other in a relationship, because in that situation, I mean, that's a power over. So for relationships to be fully healthy, there has to be the equal level of power between them. There cannot be that power dynamic of this person is controlling me, this person is over me, this person gets to tell me how to live my life. That's not how healthy relationships really work. So we have to have integrity in our relationships. And with the Death card, there is a complete transformation coming. And so you have to be willing to change. You have to be willing to move with the transformation. This is just a whole new way of life altogether. Because if you think about, the butterfly's transformation, when they first start out their life, they're crawling on the ground. They're only able to see things from this very limited perspective. And then they go into this cocoon state and they stay there and they grow these wings. And when they come out, they're flying and their whole perspective has changed. They have really raised their vibration to this point of being able to see, just this high level perspective, the highest level perspective that they could have even imagined. That's the transformation that I feel like that is happening for you as well. It's like you've gone through life with just this very closed perspective, just very down earth-based perspective. And now then you're opening up with this butterfly. You're able to see like, oh, this was what it was all about. You're able to put all of those connections to everything that you've been through to this point, and you're seeing this was the purpose of it all. This is what I was actually supposed to do with this. All right, so messages from your counterpart. We have, it's time for me to heal. So your counterpart is also healing. You're doing a lot of healing work. But with this card right here, make the effort. It's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth all of the effort that you've been taking to help bring this connection together. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move forward with Scorpio. What's the current energy for the connection with Scorpio? We have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So stay optimistic about your love life for Scorpio. So you may be getting down and depressed just because the 3D is not reflecting what you would like to see in it. Your strengths of this connection are the sun. It makes you very happy. It brings a lot of joy and expansion for you. The blessings, it is the 3 of Cups. You know that this is your perfect soul alignment. And your challenge or your opportunity is just to trust the process, to trust that you will be supported, to trust that this is really going to come together. So your challenge here is about taking the leap of faith. Your challenge is you're being encouraged to take the leap of faith, but it's also the challenge for you is to trust that if you take that leap, you will be supported, you will be caught, you will not fall flat on your face. So your best move forward right now is the Ace of Wands. It is, there are ideas that are being given to you. You have information, downloads. You have a lot of inspiration. I feel like this is a very creative time for you. So let's be in that energy. But the thing with the aces is it's potential. So you have to do something with it if you want it to really have impact for your life. And we have the 7 of Wands that is, have very good boundaries, have very, very good boundaries. Know that you are protected, that you are guided. And then the 6 of Wands, this is recognize how much you've already accomplished to this point. Recognize what all resources you do have within yourself, how talented you are within yourself. So this is also 2 cards here that also speak jealousy to me. So there could be some jealousy around you. Just know that you are leveling up to levels that other people, they're looking because they're envious because they don't know exactly how you did this. They don't know how you got there. So that's part of your opportunity, is to be able to start teaching people, this is how I got here and you can do it too. You don't have to be jealous of me. You can come with me. All right. So messages from your counterpart are, I want to feel that way again. So they are definitely thinking about you and missing you and wanting that reconnection just as much as you are. Okay, Sagittarius. The energy of the connection for Sagittarius is wedding. Wow. This situation involves marriage. So you could really be with your true life partner. You could have mission of, true long-term commitment together. But this is also a card of just the energy of leveling up and truly committing to each other as well. Your strengths of this connection for Sagittarius is the Page of Wands. So it makes you happy. Again, there's just joy. It gives you that childlike feeling. It's that childlike energy of just like, I can let go of my burdens. I can rest. I can rest. I can just kind of pull back and just be in this energy. And I don't have to worry about the responsibilities of life. Your blessings are the Chariot. So this is MacGyver energy to me. This is like, no matter which way this thing may go, we always have the ability to kind of turn this back into the direction that we need it to go for ourselves, to bring success in, to bring victory. So this is just like, it's very adaptable. Very adaptable. It's just very much able to just kind of maneuver things into the direction that you're wanting them to go. And the challenge or the opportunity is to wait, to have the faith that this is actually coming together. So this is about you've planted the seed and you're starting to see little sprouts, and you don't even see everything that's been happening under the surface that's helping to make that little sprout even possible, because it feels like, oh, I have so far to go. But if you saw how much was happening, like I said, but under the surface, you would see how much has already been accomplished already. And you would have stronger faith knowing, oh, wow, if that much is already going on, then I know that this is going to expand as well. And it's going to grow into something very beautiful for me if I just wait, if I keep doing the things, keep showing up, and keep having the faith that this is meant for me, that this is like, this will work out. It just takes time. Okay, best move forward for Sagittarius. King of Cups. This is emotional intelligence, knowing the right words to say at the right time and the right way. It's just really taking into account how your actions are impacting the people around you as well. So not just barreling forward. Like when we're talking about the MacGyver energy here, I feel like part of that is also knowing how to move around and not harm people in the process, as you're trying to get to your own success. Like you're not, again, barreling over people to get to where you're wanting to be. You're maneuvering around the obstacles that are showing up. We have the Emperor. So this is about being in your power and taking bold actions. And then we have the Hermit. The Hermit is that inner self-reflection, and it is also this mentor or a guide. Following your own inner guidance is going to be really important. And look at this very strong, like masculine energy from these cards right here. So this is Aries energy and Virgo energy that's showing up with Sagittarius as well. So messages from your counterpart. Let's see. I wish things could be different. I wish things could be different. All right. Moving forward with Capricorn. Current energy for Capricorn. We have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Let your friends help you. So you don't have to do this all on your own. I feel like that you're probably trying to process through a lot. Probably trying to understand, why did this person do this? Why did they say this and then do that? Like, just there's lots of like inner processing. So I think that you really do need to find you a good group of supportive friends who do understand what this type of connection is about, so that you can start having those kinds of conversations where you can start processing it out. Because it's really hard to just try to work through this all on your own, because you're limited to only the information and experiences that you have personally had. So when you're connecting with a whole other group of people who are going through the same experience, you don't know where they're pulling their information from. So a lot of them could have had a whole lot more, done a lot more research. They could have done a lot more reading, watching more, other videos that help them understand what this connection is about. They could have had different experiences or even similar experiences. So when they hear you talk about your experience, it's reminding them, oh, wait, when I went through that, this is what happened. This is what the potential outcome is. And then I learned in this book or in this recording, this is what this means. And so being able to connect with the other people is going to help you get greater understanding for yourself. And then you have your own parts and pieces that you're going to start interjecting into it as well. All right. So the strengths for the connection for Capricorn are the King of Swords. So it's very logical. This is something that definitely makes sense. I don't think that you have to question about, why would you want to go in this direction? The blessings are the Nine of Wands. So everything that you've been through, the whole path to get here, was part of the blessings, because the experiences that you've learned along the process are the things that you're going to be using to help. This is part of your purpose and mission. Part of your purpose and mission is to help show others how to stay on this path when it's so hard. Part of your purpose and mission is the healing. It's the healing of the things that show up on this path. So that's your blessings, and your opportunity and challenges is the Moon. So this is about overcoming fear. when you don't have all the answers, when the outside is still a little bit unclear, when the verdict of what you're asking about is still unclear, your challenge here is about overcoming the fear, not moving in the fear, not letting the fear completely overtake you and, just literally drown you. Your best move forward right now is the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a new opportunity coming in for you and you need to take it. We have the Strength, so stay strong and resolved in this. You are on the right path. You can make it through this. And then the Seven of Swords is so as your best move forward, the Seven of Swords, I'm just going to get it's honesty. You need to be honest. We're moving honestly. Only taking what we need is also another part that's coming out from this card. But there's an integrity in this as well. All right, messages from your counterpart. We have, I bury myself and work to forget you. So if your counterpart is actually a Capricorn, that makes complete sense. All right, Aquarius. What's going on in the connection for Aquarius? This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this could be the one. If you were in question about this connection, I feel like that this is some confirmation for you. The strengths of this connection are the King of Pentacles. It's very stable and safe, nurturing, abundant. There's a strong foundation here. The blessings are the Tower. So I feel like that it's very adaptable, very resilient. I feel like this connection has been through a whole lot, and no matter what you go through, you're still standing. You're still standing. And so a lot of times the message that I say with the Tower is that it's shaking away anything that is not meant to be in your life. But anything that is for you cannot pass you by. So the fact that this is still hanging on despite everything that you've been through, no matter what you've been through, this is one of those connections, like it's been through a lot, and yet it always still keeps coming back to these two, to this connection. The challenge and the opportunity is the Eight of Wands. So there is a lot of communication. The challenge is in the communication. This is also very fast-moving energy. Challenge and the opportunity. I do feel like the opportunity here is communication, to communicate. There's communication coming in. Okay, best move forward for Aquarius. We have the Empress. So that is the divine feminine energy that is birthing in your new life. That is being in that very creative, receptive energy. It's just knowing that when the time you've already done you've set your intentions, you've set your manifestations in motion. And so now then you just have to wait for the right time, the divine time for this to be ready, for this to come, for this new life to be birthed. We have the Three of Swords. So it is time to heal your heart. Best move forward is to heal whatever it is still holding, like that hurt, that pain that's still in your heart. It's time to bring some healing to this. This feels very connected with that. Whatever has held you back from being able to be open to love, whatever that thing is, your heart is still so raw to even be able to receive love. It's time to finally heal that. Really getting in touch with your emotions with that divine feminine energy too. And then, oh, wow. So there's an ending here. So I feel like I'm going to have to go deeper here. All right. What are we bringing an ending to for Aquarius? We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Pentacles, and Temperance. All right, so bringing an ending to, I think the ending is coming to the waiting, because with the Wheel of Fortune, this is also closing out karma. This is also closing out karmic cycles. This is closing out karmic cycles of the past, because this card is related to your karma. And it's also divine timing and alignment. So I do feel like that we are closing out these karmic cycles from the past. We are opening up our heart. With this is a lack mentality. We're closing out these old cycles that have caused us to block off our heart, block off our blessings. And we have Archangel Michael here with the Temperance card. Archangel Michael is helping us to find this balance, to find this new balance, to where we're not just completely blocking everything out. We're allowing, the things that are actually good for us, that are healthy for us, to be able to still find their ways in. We're bringing the healing into our heart so that we can bring that love, that the love can start shining back out from it. Okay. Wow. So we're ending these old karmic cycles. Okay. Message from your counterpart for Aquarius. We have, I will wait for a sign from you. So they're waiting on you. I think you're the one that has the cycles to close out. So they're waiting for a sign from you. All right. So now then, finally, we have Pisces. What's the connection? What's the energy of the connection for Pisces? We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So there's definitely a lot of chemistry in this connection. The strengths of this connection are the Three of Pentacles. You actually balance each other very, very well. So like what one person does really well, the other person might struggle in, but then that person does things really well in what the other person struggles in. So it's like a lot of very balanced energy. And so that you're able to create things that are way better by your combined energy than either one of you could create on your own. And this could even be your personal connection with each other. So like, each one of you might have something really great that you can add to relationships. But when you come together, the way that you do relationships together makes something so completely amazing, and it's just, it can only be from the alchemy of those energies. Your blessings is the Four of Cups. So I feel like that you thought that you missed out on this opportunity, and this opportunity is coming back around for you. It hasn't left you. You do still get to have this opportunity. So I think that because your physical reality wasn't reflecting, what you thought, wasn't actually showing this opportunity, but the opportunity is still coming in. That's the blessing. Your challenge and your opportunity right now is this Six of Cups energy. So the challenge is the nostalgia. The challenge is to really get out of the past. Don't be in the past, be in the present, because in the present is where these opportunities are showing up. So if your mind is stuck in the past, thinking about how the way things were, what this person did here, why did this person do this? If your mind is in the past, you're going to miss the opportunities when they're showing up for you in the present. So that is your challenge right now. Your best move forward for Pisces is the Magician. So this is about what you're manifesting. The King of Wands. So this is go after what you know is yours. Go after what you know is yours. And we have the Lovers, and I accidentally did pull the next card with it. So I'll just go ahead and pull both of those, because this is very much twin flame energy. Go after what is yours. Go after what is yours, Pisces. Okay. So with the Lovers card, that's that high level soulmate energy. And the Four of Wands, that's the 1111 card. That's marriage, that's long-term commitment, that's celebration. So go after what is yours. The message from your counterpart for Pisces. I left when I saw you with someone. So your counterpart seems to think that you are in another connection. So if this is something that you are wanting for your life, you need to work this out with your counterpart to find out, well, why do they think you're in another connection? And if you are in another connection, then you need to end that connection. If you're wanting to be in this connection, you need to get clear about which connection you're actually wanting to be with as well, if there's multiple connections here. All right, so we have just a few cards left, and so we'll use these as final messages from Spirit. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is about doing the work, showing up day after day after day, brick by brick. This is, don't give up on the things that really mean something to you, that really matter to you. It could be a long process. That was something else that I brought out in the original message, is the twin flame mission is not a short mission. It's a lifetime mission. And I mean, even bigger than lifetime, honestly. But for the purposes of right now, this is a lifelong mission. So it's not something fast. And I do feel like that for a lot of the connections, it's always going to have this in and out kind of feeling to it, because you have purpose together and then you have purpose separately. You have purpose together and then you have purpose separately. You have to see this as a truly spiritual mission, not as a traditional romantic relationship. So if you're looking for just the traditional romantic relationship, twin flame relationships are not what you're looking for. Twin flame relationships are spiritual missions. That's why we call it the twin flame mission. It's a mission. And so it's not going to run the same course as a traditional relationship. And so if you're looking at it through that lens, you're always going to be disappointed when it's not showing up for you in that traditional relationship kind of way. But when you can pull back and see it as it's a spiritual mission, then when you can see, okay, well, we have mission together. It's time for us to come together now. We have something particular that we are meant to work on at this time. And it could be just a lesson that you are collectively learning together, or it could be an actual, service, product, something that you're creating. Or, I mean, it could just be just the way that your energy connects with each other and the way that it impacts the people around you. But there's mission. There's mission to your union when you're in a twin flame connection versus any other type of romantic connection. It's just, that's more meant for you and that person. With the Judgment card, this is a calling that has been placed on your life. And so you have the choice to answer it or not. You don't have to choose to go on this mission. And so a lot of people will let this mission drive them literally insane. You do not have to choose to go on this mission, but I'm going to tell you what, the call will never go away. You're always going to hear the call, whether or not you answer to this mission or not. But it is a calling. It's a calling. So do you feel called to be part of this mission? If you feel called to be part of this mission, then I think that part of that needs to include learning more about what it even means, to be on the twin flame mission. What does that mean? And so really digging in and learning what your part is, your role is, what it means to come into that internal union, because that's the first goal right there, is the internal union. And then lastly, we have the Two of Wands. So it is not comfortable to be a twin flame. It will get you out of your comfort zone very much, because it's growing you, it's expanding you. All of the triggering that is happening with you and your counterpart is meant to burst you wide open so that you can let your light shine out so bright to the world that you have this, just this gift that is part of your heart. It's the way that you love. It's the way that you experience the world. It's the way that you show up in the world. And so it's not comfortable. That's what I'm getting with this card. It's not comfortable. The twin flame mission is not going to be a comfortable place at all. And it's something that you do have to choose. You have to choose to take the action to move forward on this mission. That it's not just going to happen for you. It's literally something you have to physically. And so coming back day by day, brick by brick, you've got work to do. You have to show up every single day to be part of this mission. Okay. I'm going to close us out there. I'll go ahead and pull to fully close us out. Pull from the Art of Manifestation. So what can we do to help bring our manifestations in? Independence. Independence is a wonderful attribute, but if taken to an extreme, it can border on isolation. Sometimes, if we have been hurt or let down or trapped in a codependent relationship, we lose faith in others and learn only to rely on ourselves. This card calls you to question this inner belief to develop healthy, interdependent relationships with an equality of both giving and receiving. So, independence is important, but it can also lead to that isolation. So don't cut yourself off completely. When people are letting you down, don't tell yourself the story that all people will let you down. That person let you down. There are people who will be there for you, who, are rooting for you, who are cheering you on. Um, I can be very hyper independent. So I definitely connect to this card. Is just, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out on my own. And that's a trauma response. If you're the type of person who that is your initial, I'll figure it out on my own. That's literally a trauma response of someone who, especially in childhood, just didn't have their needs met. They had to figure it out on their own. And so that's a distrust in anybody, but in particular in this connection. This connection is meant to really kind of bring that balance to your needs. It's supposed to be a complement to your needs. It's not supposed to fulfill you, complete you, or anything like that, but it should complement your needs. And so you shouldn't be just completely having to do it on your own. Someone who truly cares about you shouldn't want you to completely do it on your own. All right, so I'm going to close it out there. If you have found value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time I post a new video. I do the twin flame reading every other Tuesday on the Spiritual View, and I always accompany it with a full Zodiac check-in reading, and I will start posting those to this channel so that we can kind of get some movement going on both. And that way I'm covering the twin flame on both the Spiritual View and on my channel as well. So again, if you found value, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. And other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Be sure to check out the original video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.